Hello! Salutations and greetings! Good morning, my name's Marge. I don't know why I say good morning. I don't like to say good morning because who knows when you're going to watch this. It's oh so confusing. If I'm here telling you good morning and it's 7 o'clock at night, you might for a second believe me that it's morning. Anyway. I'm really having a good time with the synchronicities. Things are pretty good. But I'm going to start today off with my little talk. I just like to give little talks. I just like to, I'm just a kid at heart. I grew up and then I came back down to my senses. Low vibe and electricity. Just consider things that I say. Just consider them. I mean, shoot, after all, I think I might have been the last generation, I think I might have been the last generation that using your imagination was really encouraged. Because when you use your imagination, you think of things, and thought leads to thought, leads to thought, and on and on and on. And, a lot of thought and creativity is found through music and arts, and do they even teach those in school anymore? No, I don't think they want kids to think much. Kids are kind of robotic. Not really knowing how to deal with emotion, because when hard stuff comes up, their parents just put a fucking device in front of their face and say, here, play this. But when now there's scary stuff happening, and so that isn't working because fires are burning down cities and the charges run out. People don't know how to talk to each other. I'm trying to help people learn how to talk to each other and let them know it's okay to talk to each other about uncomfortable things, because everything takes practice. Heck, when I taught myself how to ride a bike when I was 4, it took me a week. Yeah, it took me some time to figure it out. But there's always that threshold. That's what I always look for. When I don't know something, I look for that threshold that I pass through between the unknowing and the verified to know. That's a comfortable, safe, that's a good place for me to be. Love it. I mean, we're finding out to be that life is so much more than I knew it to be, but everybody else disputed it. But that's alright. We all get what we get when we need it. So there's a lot of I follow a gal, Silver, wayward soul in the unseen. She's brave. She deals with the unseen. She talks about the dark and the evil side of spirituality, which a lot of people don't. See, I never trust things that are too good, because things that are too good, there's evil in everyone, and when somebody presents them to be too good, that means they're making too much of an effort to cover up something that's really quite seedy. It's true. I'll just say it's true without giving you the fucking 44 years of examples and data I've collected to verify this fact. How's that? Just take my word for it. People tell me I'm right a lot. I don't even know. So consider you can't sleep 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Bars are letting out. It's where the cream of the crap is freaking seeding around. Put it someplace. I'll take it if I have to. Makes me the gayest. Anyway. Also, what if these people are going home, their spirits are leaving their body? This just popped into my head, so I'm going to say it. Because when I was a drunk, See, that's what happens. Your spirit leaves your body. I've heard stories from natives about how the spirit leaves the body because, or not just indigenous. We'll say indigenous because it removes the oxygen from your blood, and that is our life. So what if our spirits are traveling through other means of induction like electricity and things like that, you know? I mean, that's how computers work, right? Right? Frequency? Zeros and ones? It's vibration. Yeah. So a lot of the time, just know that when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're scared, just fucking find comfort. Just study yourself and know, and just tell yourself, these are not my fears. These are someone else's because I'm good. Yeah. Maybe put on a... See, and that's the thing, is these things that they work for people and they calm people down, and then other dickheads have to come in and call them OCD. Give them fucking letters because they're all about letters, and look how many letters I have after my name, and look how much money I spent, and I'm still spending, paying off my loan and my debt for letters. Anyway, moving on. Which brings me to my next idea. There's a story of the light and the salamanders and the frogs. Took 2 eggs, salamander, frog, passed the light through the egg of the salamander into the egg of the frog. The frog hatched as a salamander. It's true, look it up. Now I'm going to finish up on this. It's kind of close to home, so I'll try to keep it together. I'm kind of a crybaby. Once there was 2 brothers, Jose and Hoseby. They're good boys. Hoseby, he was a little rapscallion, more of a scrapper, not as good with containing his emotions. He grew up, like I mentioned earlier, alcohol takes your spirit. He had that inclination. I know it, I've had it, I recognize it in other people. That's how I recognize things in other people, is because I have them in me. And how much I hate them is contingent on how much I hate that fact in me. Anyway. So Hoseby grew up. What happens is there's this society makes systems to make stupid rules. They don't help people. They don't help people at all. They cause dissidence. They cause disease. When's the last time you called the local office and got a person? It doesn't happen. And I've met their IT departments. They're very inefficient. So no wonder tech doesn't work. They're too busy watching YouTube videos. Trust me, I used to be one of them. Anyway. So, and this is proven because there's a history of mockery of this, of the grossness of and they're just little hints that give you, consider the possibility. People just consider possibilities without shutting their brains down to absolutely not. Things would be different. So this guy, I'll tell the story and then I'll tell the other. Okay. So he grows up, right? Gets drunk one day, walks into a convenience store, mad. Probably not his anger. Probably, could be the spirits of his ancestor. Who freaking knows? Swinging a bat. In a convenience store. I don't think robbery was a factor. I can't be for sure. Anyway, kid ends up getting shot, right? He's poor, can't afford a lawyer. So one is appointed to him. One that makes almost $8,000 a month. Or $7,000 a month. Just shy. In a county named after a pop. So, or named for a pop, I should say. Anyway, so this attorney that makes $7,000, you know, that's what they do, is they corral these young men that just need to learn how to talk about their feelings, and they corral them and they put them in the state pen, right? And then they collect all these men, and, oh shit, we're too full, so we better let some of these guys out on parole. Well, we put them in there because, you know, that's our cooperation, and we'll keep giving you the criminals, and then you can collect tens or thousands of billions of dollars for the number on their head, because we have to give them medical even though they're not getting what we pay for. It's so weird. And then so what happens is the guys that put them there, they make deals with the prisons, and the prison's like, well, go ahead and send them up to our county and release them $100 or whatever. They won't be able to get jobs or anything, and they'll just create more crime and make downtown smell like urine. But that way, I can make almost $7,000 a month. Not me, but I'm speaking like I'm an attorney in this county. And then we can just hire more police to eat up more funds. And then we can put them back in the pen. See? See how it works? I mean, yeah, the fucking prisons, there's bad, evil people in the world. But people aren't your business for you to make profit from. That kid that swung the bat is doing 10 years for swinging a bat, and he got shot by a cop. He got shot for swinging a bat and stealing a pop. Yeah. Yep. That's how they do it down there. But that town just burnt down. So maybe it'll come up out of the ashes better. I'm not going to talk about that town anymore. They'll be fine. They're okay. That town never asked about me while I was away. So, my point is, there's this whole system, 31% above the national average. That's just weird. There's this whole system of corruption that is falling down. And low vibrational people, look at it. I mean, criminals are freaking getting ballsier because they are relying on you not speaking your piece and being a coward and being a doormat, letting them walk over. They're just as scared as you. They're just more apt to act like a crazy person because people stay away from crazy persons, which is important. I mean, you should. But not violent. They're not violent. That's what I'm saying. People, the bigger people act, the smaller they feel inside. It's true. I've been that person. I have been that person. Some days I can be that person today if I'm not careful and do all my daily disciplines and meditate for an hour and a half, hour a day. At least try to just, if I can't just lay there and be still for an hour, then I'm in trouble. When I go out in the world and something really stupid happens, if I can't contain that, because all I have to do is put myself in the same mindset that I am at home when I am in a meditate state and I'm in peace. And then I can rise above the situation, high like an eagle, not like this, because you don't see much stuff like this, but if you rise high, you get to see more area, collect more data to process, to handle the situation in a kind and loving way. Right? Be the ease in people's disease. Try to today. That's all I got. Have a rad day. Peace.